Today we will be discussing vertical analysis. Vertical analysis evaluates financial statement items in terms of a specific base amount. Common size statements are an example of vertical analysis, and are financial statements that list every item as a percentage of some base figure on the statement, typically total assets on a balance sheet or total sales on an income statement. We will create a common size balance sheet and income statement in this video. First, for the balance sheet. As previously stated, the common size statement for a balance sheet typically represents each value as a percentage of the base of total assets. This means that both total assets and total liabilities and equity are considered 100%, and every other item will be expressed as a percentage of these values. To find the common size percentage, we take the analysis amount and divide by the base of total assets. You can multiply by 100 to get the amount in percentage form. For example, we take the $44,000 of cash in 2020 and divide by the $159,000 of total assets. This gives us approximately 0.28, which is 28%. For accounts receivable in 2020, we have $23,000 divided by $159,000, which is approximately 0.14 or 14%. We can use the same process to find the common size percentages for all values in 2020, including the totals. All we are doing is taking each item and dividing by the $159,000 of total assets. Similarly, in 2019, we can use the exact same process, except for each value will get divided by the 2019 total assets of $154,000. For 2019 cash, we have $34,000 divided by $154,000, which is approximately 22%. Here are the remaining common size percents. Feel free to check them on your own if you'd like to. Ideally, the total asset percentages and the total liability and equity percentages should add up to 100%. Due to rounding, some of the totals don't add up to exactly 100%, but that's okay. From looking at the percentages, we can make a variety of observations. We see that cash is about a quarter of total assets and has increased from last year to this year as a percentage of total assets. Liabilities are only 20% of assets, which is down from 27% of total assets in 2019. We can also create common size income statements. Here we use net sales as the base, representing 100%. For 2020, we can take the cost of goods sold of $200,000 and divide by the $300,000 of net sales to get approximately 0.67 or 67% as the common size percent for cost of goods sold. Gross profit in 2020 is $100,000 divided by $300,000, which is about 33%. Continuing with the same process for the remaining items in 2020 and rounding to the nearest percentage, we get these common size percentages. We are just taking each value and dividing by the net sales. 2019 is no different, except for we will be dividing by the 2019 net sales. So $190,000 divided by $250,000 gives us 76% for cost of goods sold. The remaining common size percents are showing now. We see that cost of goods sold is by far the biggest expense at about 67% of net sales, but it's also down from 76% of net sales last year. Operating expenses were about 23% of net sales in 2020, and net income is about 8%, more than double the 3% from the previous year. Alright, that wraps up our discussion on vertical analysis, including common size statements. Join us in the next video for ratio analysis.